Hello and welcome to the Amazing Race Podcast with Jack and Cyndi. My name is Cyndi.
And I'm Jack.
I threw you out, didn't I? Because I usually go, Jack!
Didn't throw me off at all. I didn't even skip a beat.
I was trying to mess up your game there.
Nope.
Nope? Didn't destroy you?
Didn't destroy me.
I didn't get your head at all?
Nope.
You're thinking, oh my God, how can I do this podcast now? He's playing mind games. No?
Okay.
No?
No.
Well, I tried.
I'm sorry to disappoint you, babe.
Well, we had another episode of The Amazing Race, and they were still in Switzerland.
Yes, which still our favorite place.
I vote that they just stay in Switzerland.
I'm with you. When we were watching it, I was like, wouldn't it be cool if we saw Glatfelten town?
Yeah.
The station.
Glatfelten, if they went to Glatfelten?
Yeah. But I don't know where they were in Switzerland. Were they in Zurich? No.
They
were somewhere. Yeah.
They just landed in Zurich.
Right.
They were in...
I forgot where they were at. But anyway, I was like, wouldn't that be cool watching it and like, hey! Anyway.
Yeah, that would be nice. But,
yeah. It didn't happen.
Before we go on,
this
podcast and all the other podcasts in the Jane Jack Network are made possible by our patrons. And you go to janejack.com, click on the little button, become a patron. We'll take up to $1 or $1 million, whatever. And then you can also shop Amazon.
Right.
And
Amazon's the best part because you don't do anything. You just go on Jane Jack, click in the right-hand corner, Amazon, click, go right onto your page, and there you have it. There you are.
Yeah, and at this time we're going to thank six. We thank all our patrons, but we're going to thank six right now: Tack from Tokyo, Eckhart Rickner Glaffeler, Maggie the Magnificent, Joanne with a Plan, Ed the Creepy Letter Carrier, and Drake the Destroyer. Thanks for what you do. And I met Drake came to Raleigh the other day. So.
Yeah, he was in Glatfelter somewhere.
Yeah, he went through York on purpose. And he saw Glatfelter Memorial Field. The Glatfelters are in Pennsylvania are like Smith and the rest of the country. It's very common.
It is. Well, I was surprised how common it was when we started going to visit your grandma.
There's tons of Glatfelter. There's probably the Glatfelter paper mill that got the...
probably.
Probably
that way.
They're it's big there. But if you want to be a Glatfelter, just go to... I guess you can change your name legally. And who wouldn't want to be a Glatfelter?
Okay.
So the teams are going to be driving to Bellenberg...
Oh, very well. You said that word well.
Thank you. Well, it's my heritage. I should be able to pronounce.
You're right.
Bellenberg.
That's not how they did it, but okay.
Rachel sets the record. Is going to set the record for the most legs
on the Amazing Race. I thought she set the record.
No, she tied the record.
Oh.
When she starts it, she's made 32 legs.
Okay.
She'd also have to complete it if she got hurt or something. I don't think that would count, right?
No, it wouldn't. Oh, interesting. For some reason, I thought she said, I am.
She did say she's starting it. There's 32 leg race.
So, whatever happens, good. If she doesn't finish it or not finish it, if you finish it, she's still 32. If she doesn't finish it, she's not 32.
I guess the record's competing in 32 legs of the race, not completing 32.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I don't know. But anyway, she's got the record. All teams arrive at the same time. They see a cow kitty. The cat looked like a cow to me. He looked like just a small cow.
I know. And then I'm watching something and I see a cat outside here, the little baby cat with little white paws.
Yeah.
And I'm like, great. Because people get rid of black cats.
Yeah, it was the same cat.
Okay.
But no, didn't it look like a cow? It had like cow. It looked like a cow.
No.
It had a cow.
No.
All right. Well, jeez. Yeah. See, people, I got in her head. Now she's angry.
I'm not angry.
It doesn't look like a cow.
Did I raise my voice?
Yeah, it seemed to me. I jumped back because I was scared.
You're scared of me.
The Riley sisters pull the Afghanimals away and try to explain their side of the story, which I thought was a huge mistake because obviously Chris was like, "What are you doing?"
Right.
It just things like it's just things like that.
My favorite thing is the two guys over there stretching. Like, come on! Like you didn't know what they were doing and lower what your voice was saying.
Yeah, but anyway, when they finally get there, they see Phil. And Phil explains they're going to vote for two teams to get U-turn. He also says, Jack, you're going to like this news because there's no more non-elimination rounds.
I know. I thought...
When he said Jack, I was like going, wow.
Thank you, Jack.
Phil must listen to us.
Thank you, Phil.
So, Phil, thanks for giving me a shout-out and thanks for,
Are you losing it? Did you really hear your name in that?
I heard my name.
Okay,
I heard Jack. Switzerland is the oldest democracy, and Jack's going to be happy about this because I'm pretty sure that's how it went.
All right.
I had closed caption on, so maybe that's what it was. He tells O'Reilly's sisters, this is how the vote goes. It's an open vote.
Right.
So it's not where you go up there and you put your picture on there.
It's not. That was none of them are all of them are open.
They are open,
but these are all right in front.
This is uncomfortable because you actually have to tell the person in front of you. Going,
I agree.
It's like,
and I don't like awkward moments.
It's like Chris was saying. He goes, a Survivor. Our votes are
Yeah.
You just write it on a parchment, and nobody really knows who you're voting for. O'Reilly sisters vote for Colin and Christy. And they said it's 1,000%, Rachel, it's 1,000% gameplay, which I kind of agree with. I think Colin and Christy are one of the stronger teams right now.
I never thought they were a strong team, but obviously...
They're always in the top.
Yeah, you're right. I agree.
And...
you can't read your writing?
I can.
Okay.
Victor and Nicole vote for the Afghanimals.
Right, which makes sense.
Well, it makes sense. They're a strong team, but the Afghanimals, as we see today, have made a lot of mistakes. I mean, they're just playing bad. They're playing bad. Colin and Christy vote for the O'Reilly sisters. Just returning the favor.
Right.
The Afghanimals vote for Colin and Christy.
Right.
Team Fun, which shocked me, voted for Colin and Christy because they're really good friends.
Yeah.
But Becca says, I want to win $1 million, and,
right.
and they're trying to get the strongest competition out.
Which makes sense.
I was shocked that Tyler and Corey didn't get a vote.
Yeah, that is right.
I'm just stunned that they didn't get a vote.
Yeah, you're right. I didn't think about that.
Tyler and Corey vote for Victor and Nicole. I forgot about Victor and Nicole. They voted for the Afghanimals, but what was funny is Nicole wanted to vote for the O'Reilly sisters.
But then she said, I don't know.
Yeah.
And then she said that she changed her mind. If you listen to it, she never changed. She said, I don't know.
Yeah. But anyway, they voted for the... Chris and Brett vote for the O'Reilly sisters mainly because...
They don't like them.
They don't like them. They don't have. They have no. They don't talk to them.
They don't have a relationship with them. They don't have anything with them.
Then of course Rachel goes complains about it, saying that he just voted the worst vote ever.
Well, I see her point because she's basically saying, you vote for the people that you feel threatened by, so they have a difficult time and hopefully they get eliminated this round. But you're voting what your feelings are, and that could cost you $1 million.
Could, but I think he has said I have relationships with all these people.
I understand that,
but it is a game, and you saw team.
I mean, she could have lowered her voice. I'm not such a baby, but she was explaining why, and I think her reasons were validated.
Oh, she was valid. I agree with her. I would have voted for. Let's say I would have voted for Tyler and Corey.
Right.
I think they're just on a roll right now, or I would have voted for the Afghanimals or. But
what you know now, would you still vote for Afghanimals? Because, like I said, I'm just every time I'm watching them, I'm just like, this is not the same team.
No, they're just choking.
Yeah, big time. Anyway,
but that's what, and it is what it is. So Rachel and the O'Reilly sisters and Colin and Christy have to do both of the roadblocks,
right?
And but also. Victor and Nicole have to do the speed bump. Now, see, I agree with someone who said I would have voted for Victor and Nicole. They have the speed bump and give them 2.
Right.
And they had finished in second place like 2 or 3 times in a row. So, anyway, the teams...
I think being on a spot like that makes you not be able to think the right way also because you're uncomfortable to make the decision in front of them, so you're not really thinking logically, too.
Yeah. No. Anyway, that would have been my pick probably over the Riley sisters, would have been Victor and Nicole. Teams take off, and it's for the next clue... It's haymaking or cow dressing.
Right.
Most of the teams take cow making.
Haymaking. And then it said what you and your dad used to say. Can't make hay when the sun shines?
Can't make hay if the sun shines. You have to make hay when the sun shines.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what my dad used to always say. I go, okay. All right. Anytime you want you to do some work, you got to make hay when the sun shines. Okay. San Diego, the sun's always shining, Dad.
Anyway.
I didn't grow up in a small town.
No, you didn't.
I grew up in the big city. Nicole and Victor have a speed bump. They have to fold 26 flags of all the states in Switzerland.
Which, again, I thought it was weird. We went to Switzerland that one time because we call, in our states, we call them cities. And their countries, they call their towns states. And I thought that was weird.
Okay.
Did you remember when we went to... she explained that they're called states?
I didn't. I don't remember that.
No, so those are the states of...
Was I drinking beer at this point?
You were on the bus.
Oh, the bus? Oh,
you were such in a bad mood because there was no bathroom on the bus.
There's no bathroom. An hour drive with no bathroom on a bus. Come on, that's criminal.
Anyway, so that was I thought that was interesting how, because they're not called states, they're called countries. So and it's weird that they're little towns. Instead of we call them cities, they call them states.
Well, I thought it was a pretty easy challenge. I
did too.
Speed bump. I didn't think it was that big a deal. But they were still arguing about it though, but you were right. She did say
when you rewatched it. I wasn't rewatching it with you because you were taking your notes. I was sitting there. I was like, listen to her. She says, I don't know.
Yeah.
And that was it. She didn't give me that. So.
Yeah. Colin and Christy and the Riley sisters start making their flowers for their cows. The other teams start mowing the lawn. Becca is crushing the lawn. She's having fun. She's mowing the lawn. That looks like a lot of work. I just get a weed eater, right? Wouldn't that be faster?
I was watching an old TV show, Poldark, that was back in the 17 or maybe early 1800s, and that's how he did his lawn without thinking they were using it. It brought me back to that. I was like, that's back.
Well, a lot of people
that's
just
really
get
old
sheep
school.
and stuff.
True.
Or cows. Cows
right.
eat the weeds, and I'm assuming.
You're hoping all the little rabbits out there will eat all your grass, right?
Yeah, we got all these rabbits over. Sometimes I go, you're running all over the lawn. You're pooping all over my lawn. Eat the lawn. Eat the lawn. But they don't do it.
Nope.
And at this time, we're going to take a commercial break. Anyway, so we go on. The O'Reilly sisters finished their headdress first. I thought it was...
But it wasn't... I thought it looked wrong. First of all, the flags were down below, hanging low.
Right.
I was just really surprised. I'm like, I thought they were definitely going to come back and be...
Yeah, I thought for sure.
Yeah, I didn't look like it at all.
I said the same thing. I said, that doesn't look like the example.
No.
But...
We're not the judge.
It's not my rules. Switzerland, probably, it's okay. It's okay.
Your people, they're
not
easygoing.
Easygoing.
Easygoing like you?
Yeah, that's
not.
Victor and Nicole complete the speed bump. They're going to do cow dressing.
Yes.
And they did it pretty fast.
Yeah, they did.
The O'Reilly sisters are struggling with the cow. They're
Yes.
struggling with the cow at first. Christy picks... She goes, I'll pick the cow. I want a Zen cow. I want a cow. I've got to feel the vibes from the cow. And cow. And she picks the cow she's happy with.
Good.
Team Fun.
Were you happy with the pick that she did?
I was like, that's a great cow.
Good.
That's a great cow. I mean, I'm not one of the, I'm not a yoga person or something like that. So, or meditate. I couldn't sit there long enough to meditate.
No, you couldn't.
In one place.
No.
My mind would be like, I know people say you could do it, but I couldn't do it.
First of all, I think you can do anything you want to do to set your mind to it.
Yeah, but I couldn't do it.
At first, you probably it'd be like those people that are tortured. It would probably feel like torture to you at first.
Like, oh my God, how long do I have to sit here? I've been sitting here forever. 2 minutes.
No, like your daughter and granddaughter who all can't sit still.
Oh my God, she cannot sit still. My granddaughter, pick me, and then she's squirming all over the place.
Just like her grandpa.
And like her mom. Team Fun finishes first, followed by Chris and Brett, followed by Corey and Tyler, and the Afghanimals.
Yes.
So all four finished it rather quick.
Yes, they did.
Victor and Nicole start moving their cow to the festival. The Riley sisters
have figured out a way to make their cow move. They do something with their tail.
Turn the tail around. I wonder how they figured that out.
I don't know.
Did someone tell them?
I don't know. Was it the person that they were with?
Maybe said,
Or maybe they experienced it the last time they were on a lake?
Well, why wouldn't you do that at first?
Ah.
So anyway, Colin and Christy are struggling, and...
you kind of see the old Colin coming out, don't
Colin
you?
was getting mad. He goes, this is BS!
Yes.
Commercial. But, you can see him getting frustrated, because that was how they got eliminated the last time they were on the Amazing Race. But he kept his composure. They had the Zen cow, so they were able to do it. The O'Reilly sisters complete the first detour, but they forget their clue.
Yeah. And they just didn't feel like going back again. They thought it would waste time,
I think you should have to have the clue
in order to do
compete,
the next one.
I think that's how it should be. If you forget your clue, there should be a punishment.
Interesting.
Just throwing it out there, Phil. If someone forgets their clue, they should have to go back and get their clue. I thought that's how it was. To be honest with you,
right?
I thought you had to have the clue, but anyway, I'm not the rule maker. Colin and Christy deliver their cow. Victor and Nicole complete it. O'Reilly sisters ask Colin and Christy if they can read their clue, and Christy says, "No." And I don't blame her.
I don't blame her for asking, because
what's the worst thing to say?
What's the worst thing to say no?
Yeah.
But I get why they say no.
Yeah, as she said, we're competing.
Yeah.
That's who we're competing against. There's no way we're going.
Right.
You have to do what you have to do. Team Fun and Corey and Tyler reach the roadblock first. They have to hit an apple off the top of a scarecrow's head.
Right.
Using a crossbow. And this I thought was going to be pretty easy. I looked at it, I go, this will be easy.
But it wasn't.
But teams did struggle at first.
Yeah.
I guess there was a learning curve. And now we see the Afghanimals are lost. They don't know where they're going.
They said something about not having a map, right?
Yeah, they didn't have a map.
So then how would you know where to go anyway?
Because you had Tyler and Corey said you have that when they first were starting before they even started the vote. He said, "Do you have the map?" Yeah, that we got at the airport. It's in the trunk. They didn't get a map.
Oh.
So there must have been something in the clues that said, "Hey, you can get a map."
Right.
They didn't get a map, which I don't understand. But
right.
if you can get a map, that's why you read the whole clue.
Right.
I'm just assuming that's what it is.
Right.
everyone else seemed to have a map because no
True.
one else got lost, but they were lost. They didn't
Yeah.
know where they were going. Let's see. Brett nails the apple.
Yes, he does.
First, I'm thinking, okay, they're going to finish first. There's
Right.
no way
Exactly.
they can't finish first. They have to race by boat to the next pit stop, the Grand Hotel, which I want to stay there if you ever look in that water.
Yes, I'm like, yes, absolutely. I was like, that's where I want to go.
Because it almost, if you haven't seen Band of Brothers, you need to watch Band of Brothers. It's the best miniseries of all time.
And episode 10, I think this is where it's at.
It's,
9 or 10.
I think it's 10, and they're in Austria.
And he was swimming,
but
right?
But when they were in that hotel,
the castle or whatever that was
that they had taken, it looked just like that lake.
Yeah, it did.
It looked just like it. So anyway, I want to stay at that hotel.
Okay.
I'm staying.
Put it on your bucket list.
I'm putting it on my bucket list.
All right, babe.
I'm gonna write it right now.
Okay, go.
Jack is staying at that hotel.
Okay.
Tyler nails the apple.
Yes, and I thought for sure he was going to have difficulty with it.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but I thought he wasn't going to. I didn't seem like his kind of thing.
Yeah, but he's calm.
Yes, he was.
He's zen.
Yes.
Afghanimals are still lost.
I know. I was like, oh my gosh, you're going to be
Leo and
eliminated this
Jamal,
season.
what is going on? Why did
Yeah.
God, jeez, get a map. O'Reilly's sisters complete the roadblock.
Correct.
They without any clue.
Without having their clue, I know.
Nicole and Victor show up. Colin and Christy show up. Becca is still struggling. She was there first with
Right.
Tyler and Corey, and she's struggling. Remember, she talked about how the last time they were in the race, they had that fishing one. I remember
Right.
that one with a bow.
Right.
And they had to knock down the fake fish. But she goes, "Yeah, the target challenges are mine."
Right.
Well, she's struggling, but she's not getting mad.
No.
She just
was saying Kuma Matata,
Matata,
whatever it is.
Chris and Brett.
Kuma Matata, that's what it was.
Yeah. Chris and Brett get to the boat first. I'm thinking, okay.
Great! I'm so excited for them.
Yeah,
they're going to get first.
Yeah, the O'Reilly sisters called them out of being a weak team.
Right.
They've been doing better each week.
Right.
But Brett just can't run.
No,
he
guy.
just cannot run.
I wish I understood he's a police officer. They have to run sometimes.
I guess maybe he doesn't. Maybe he drives a car.
Okay.
The O'Reilly sisters show up. The Afghanimals finally show up.
Yeah.
And they go, they can't believe how we're out,
Right.
Because they kept saying, the Afghanimals aren't here yet. There's no way they got here before us, so they said they must be lost. Colin hits the apple. Brett and Chris path they take is closed. So I guess they had two choices.
Two options.
Two options, and they took the path that was closed.
Right.
Could they have beaten Tyler and Corey going up there? Because it looked like it looked like Brett was struggling walking up that hill.
Maybe, but I didn't. Again, if I knew how many minutes they were away from each other,
right?
Maybe.
Well, it looked like they were bang bang. I mean, it looked like they had like a 2 or 3 minute lead. But
which, as slow as he runs, he would lose it.
And Tyler and Corey have any running challenge they've been pretty good at, especially long distance. And it looked like it was he was struggling to walk up the hill, Brett. So anyway, Tyler and Corey finished the leg in first. Again, their third straight first place. And remember, this team didn't get a U-turn vote.
Nope.
And Brett and Chris finished in second place. They're
happy.
They're
happy. Absolutely.
I think a little disappointed.
Yeah.
I mean, how could you be? You had the lead because
right.
he shot the apple. He had to have a 10-minute. I don't know what. They must have been driving slower than time. Anyway, Victor nails the apple. Rachel and Jamal are battling head to head for who's going to get eliminated because they know it's a non-elimination round.
Yeah, exactly.
Jamal nails the apple. Rachel goes, "Oh, of course he did." And then Alyssa says, "Rachel, just have fun with it. Just have fun with it." Rachel nails the apple, which shocked me because she wasn't even close.
No.
And she nails the apple. Team Fun is lost in the parking lot.
Right.
Colin and Christy finish in third. Maybe a little bit of karma.
Right.
Team Fun finishes fourth, but they get together and they're all friends.
They're fine.
I think Colin and Christy realize, hey, it's just a game.
Right.
It's part of the strategy. At that point, you finished it. It's better not to hold a grudge. I think.
Agree.
At that point, it didn't. Why let it linger and cost you the game? Maybe the old Colin would have been screaming at him at the mat. I don't know. Victor and Nicole finished fifth. The Afghanimals finished just ahead of the O'Reilly sisters. O'Reilly sisters finished last. Rachel starts to cry, but Alyssa goes all positive, saying, "Hey, look, we have healthy kids." And so Rachel
I thought they were good sportsmanship at the end.
I think at that, and I got to give them credit. They had 2 U-turns. They forgot their clue, and they still almost beat the Afghanimals.
Right.
So they did they should be proud of the way they finished.
I would agree with you. And I like how they finished. I like how they talked. I thought it was a good overall good ending.
Yeah. So we got 6 teams left. Who's your pick right now to win it all? 6 pretty strong teams.
That's Colin and Christy.
Colin Christie?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's who I'm leaning towards, too. Unless there's another U-turn, because if there's another U-turn...
Yeah, maybe
I'm gonna U-turn them.
Yeah.
Brett and Chris, I think they could win it, but if it comes down to a foot race, they're going to lose, and they just can't race. But Colin and Corey, Corey and Tyler could win it. But I'm gonna go with Tyler and Corey.
Okay.
I think they're going to win it, and we'll see what Afghanimals. I don't know what they're doing. They'd have to change and just become. Hey, we got to stop making mistakes. But we do have some phone calls. We do have some emails. We have a phone call, email, and we do have things on the Jay and Jack podcasting board. So let's go to the call first.
All right, Ben.
Yes, hi, my name is Daniel, and this is Jack and Cyndi from the Amazing Race podcast. I want to let them know that there's where I'm from, there's a Amazing Race drinking game where every time Rachel cries or over-dramatizes everything, you take a drink. And by the end of the episode, you should be done with the bottle. So I'll put that and share that with you. And go Team Fun. Thank you. Bye.
Well, thank you, Daniel, for the call.
Yes, thanks, Daniel.
Our first call of the season. It's been a year since it took me about 5 minutes to figure out how to download the call and put it in the thing. So, thanks, Daniel, for calling and having me work. But anyway,
no, it's good for you.
But I like it. It's a drinking game. Every time Rachel cries, and he said they go through a whole bottle. Which
that would make sense.
Yeah, especially that one episode where they were in Dubai.
Yes, she thought she was going to be eliminated.
Oh my God!
Yes,
I probably would have gone through 6 bottles.
Yes, probably.
Oh my God!
I want to be able to watch the rest. You know how lightweight I am. I want to be able to watch the rest of the show.
Which might be a good thing.
Whatever.
I'm kidding, of course. No, and he's all for Team Fun. So,
all right, cool.
Thank you, Daniel, for the call. If you'd like to call us at 385-309-0311.
Call anytime.
Once again, it's 385-309-0311.
Call anytime.
With your questions, comments
and or theories.
Now let's go to the email.
Yes, sir.
All right, this email's from JP. Let's see what he has to say. Hi, Jack and Cyndi. I know more or less your only Rachel exposure has been the appearance on The Amazing Race. With respect to the emotional roller coaster she goes through, there have been some interesting moments on Big Brother. One that always comes to mind is the breakdown she had when she was nominated as possibly being one of the house guests who was going to be voted for elimination that week. The nomination caused her to have such a meltdown, she spent a good portion of the episode hiding in the bushes. JP from New Jersey. Great email, JP. 1 in a million. I've not really been a Big Brother.
No, we haven't.
Person. Maybe I should try. I don't know. But anyway, I could see her hiding in the bushes, especially if there's no one there to calm her down.
Well, I just think she has high anxiety and doesn't always is a negative, and that's how she reacts with it.
I guess so, but she's been on there. This is her 3rd time on The Amazing Race, or 4th time on The Amazing Race, and she's 2
times with her husband and then her sister.
Yeah, so 3 times. So she's the world record holder.
Yeah,
she has the record. So hats off to her. And we now have the comments on the message board.
Okay.
All right, so let's go see what they have to say on the Jay and Jack message board under the nice thing that Sherry sets up. Let's see. We got Randy said from last week. Last week mentioned on the podcast, Mandy Moore isn't climbing Mount Everest. She simply trekked to the base camp. That's a big difference. No technical climbing skills involved. It's not necessarily easy, but it's a wonderful hiking trip that many people do. I've trekked to base camp on Nepal side, as well as the advanced base camp on Tibet on the north side.
Oh, cool.
And I put, Alexa lied to me. So Alexa said, that's what Alexa said. So I went with Alexa. So I don't, I'll admit when I'm wrong, but I think it was more Alexa.
Stop saying her name. It's going to go off here in your studio.
Sherry says, Rachel saying, I have nothing to complain about, made me laugh so hard.
Good one, Sherry.
And Michael said, really enjoyed the vote for the U-turn, Colin and Christy, proving why they are strong teams. My favorite leg of the race. So
yeah, I would agree with you.
It was a good one.
It was a good one.
So again, two best legs were in Switzerland.
Yes, they were. You can understand that now.
There you go. So now you see why we love Switzerland, because it makes the Amazing Race more interesting.
Okay.
But that's all I got. So if you'd like to make comments now, you can join the Jay and Jack Facebook group, or you can send us an email to Amazing Race JC
at gmail.com.
Once again, it's Amazing Race at
gmail.com.
Amazing Race JC at gmail.com.
Amazing Race JC at gmail.com.
And you can also give us a call, 385-309-0311. Call anytime.
Call anytime.
That's it. And that's all we got for this leg of the Amazing Race. It's coming. It's going to come down to
we'll see what happens.
3 more weeks, I think, right? Because it'll be next week will be 5, and then they go to final 3,
right?
Unless it's a 2-hour episode.
Yeah, who knows? But it's going to be interesting.
It's interesting.
I got my peeps. Got my pick.
You got your pick. So
what do we get if we win?
You picked Colin Christie, right?
Right.
And I picked Corey and Tyler.
Right. So what's the champion get? Cup? Champ Cup?
Yeah. We'll make a cup.
Okay, sounds good.
Champion Cup.
And we can also give it to any of our fellow listeners, whoever they pick. Well, that'd be hard because a whole bunch of them would know, but just you and I.
It'd be
it won't work.
Yeah,
it
it'd
won't.
be like 500 people saying, I had Corey and Tyler.
That's right. I forgot that was stupid.
Yeah, so anyway.
Okay.
That's all right. Maybe what we do is next time we have everybody send in their picks ahead of time. And we do I used to do a contest with Lost. Maybe we can come up with a contest where they get so many different picks.
Okay, sounds good.
And go from there. But that's it. That's all we got today. We're out of here.
Thanks
for listening. Tell a friend. Hasta luego. And goodbye.
Bye.